So today I'm in the Z and I'm looking for this rattle that's coming from the back of my vehicle, and I'm thinking that it is my exhaust because it's a very common issue with aftermarket exhaust in the Z because they tend to be wider in diameter. So mine is wider in diameter too. It's like 2.5 inch. The OE is like 2.2 or something. So it's got this nice little rattle that I'm afraid that it might be an issue later on, especially with the power output or engine reliability, because it rattles a lot when it's cold and when it's first started. So here we are. I'm gonna go under my car and show you guys where it's coming from because I went under it once already and I found it, but then I was trying to see if it goes away, but I think it won't go away because it needs to be tightened or readjusted or something like that. So I'm gonna start the car and show you this rattle. It usually only happens when the car is cold. So I guess it's a bad day. It doesn't show. I guess I have to drive it to show you guys. But I'm pretty sure if you have this issue, you will know what it is. And hopefully this is your issue. Oh, what do you know? It doesn't want to show you guys. Well, I'm gonna get under it and then
Weather alert. Other warning in about 5 miles from current location.
yeah, don't know what that is. But it looks like it's not showing you guys today. But in any case, I'm gonna lift this thing up and get under it and show you where this noise is coming from because I found it already the other day, but I didn't have the time to get under it today. I finally had time to get under it, so there we are. Alright, so push everything out of the system. I'm gonna lift this thing up and get under it. So now that I'm under the vehicle, you will see here, this is my W brace, this thing right here. It starts over here and it goes all the way across. Right, to this other side over here. So this is the culprit right here. This piece here is rubbing on the W brace. This side is actually not that bad because you can actually see it not touching, but the other side is. So basically I had to readjust this thing, this piping, by loosening up these bolts back here, right here. Loosen it up, push it up, and do the same with this one, this portion right here. Loosen it up, push it up. If this doesn't change, then I had to go up front and do that to that piece over there as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm dealing with 12 nuts and bolts to push this thing a little bit upward. How I'm going to tackle this is probably going to put something in between it, probably some kind of plywood or something in between it, and then push this as high as I can while I adjust it, so that when I'm finished there's nothing in between. In a scenario like this, if you don't want to get back under the vehicle ever again, my recommendation is to wrap this thing up, wrap this pipe right here up in some kind of exhaust heat cloth or whatever that they use to wrap this thing up in, so that you won't have to worry about the rubbing, because a lot of the time those insulator material will also help with vibration. So that's probably your best bet. Otherwise, I've seen people loosen this W brace and put washers in between so that the spacing is better. I might be trying a combination of both because I don't want to get back under this thing again. So here we are. Let's get to it. Alright, so I'm using these hose clamp to pull my hanger bushing upward for my exhaust. And there's one right here. one on the other side right here, and the other one is back here on the muffler right here. Muffler, the left side, the right side, and I am clearing spaces over here. So as you can see, it goes right through. It's no longer sitting on it. You can see that little spot right there where it's going against the W brace, that little spot right there. But now that it's up higher, see, at least half an inch higher, I don't think I'm gonna have issue. I don't know if I can show you this side right here. Oh. There you go. So this side was never touching to begin with. But they're both sitting away from my W brace, so it's a good thing. Now all I have to do is tighten it back up, but I do need something in between so they don't come back down when I'm finished. So basically I had to find something and put it in place in between this pipe and the W brace so that they don't come back down by the time I finish. So I'm gonna find a piece of wood and lodge it in there as I tighten this thing back up. Once I tighten it back up, I will probably loosen this thing up or drive it for a while with this on. But in any case, I need to find a piece of wood that could go in there. Alright, so I found this piece of wood, lodge it in there. Now you could clearly see the spacing. Clearly see the spacing right there. And over here the piece of wood is under it. Obviously this will come down a little more when I am finished with this, but for now I think this is good. Right in between it, it would probably be a good idea to use the jack to lift the H-pipe front portion a little bit higher while I adjust the front of the vehicle. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, jack pushing up the H-pipe a little, piece of wood in place. I'm gonna tighten these first and then those last. Pretty sure this hurts my exhaust a little, but I don't usually drive it in the rain or snow, so I guess that will do. So this side over here is still a little too close, as you can see, still close. This side has always been good, so at this point maybe spacing out the W brace is not a bad idea. While I have the vehicle here, I might as well do that. I'll drop the W brace a little with washer. Otherwise I might have to get an aftermarket W brace, and that will probably solve my little rattling issue in the back. So I got this bolt out of the W brace and these for $3 from Home Depot. Mostly because I only want to go under the car once. Don't want to go there twice. So let's get back to the Z and put these on. Alright, so the bolts are completely off of the W brace. Now it's completely movable. Right, so now I can move my W brace because the bolts are now on the ground. So now I'm going to put the washer between it so that I have more spacing between this piping, so that it doesn't touch this brace. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to get back under here. I know that I have adjusted my exhaust as much as I can already, but it looks like it's still close. So to guarantee that I won't come under this car again, Well, I won't have to be under this vehicle again. I will be adjusting the W brace. So being that these bolts are kind of long, it's going to be at least 5 washer in between the W brace and the frame of the vehicle. And then we have the washer space in, and there we have the spacing that I desire. So I should not have to worry about this for a very long time. The other side is the same. 5 washer in there. The secret to keeping these together while I insert it is super glue. And these are all tight. Cover's ready to go back down. Let's drop it. Alright, so looks like 20 washer and a shirt later, I finally got rid of my rattling issue. Hopefully it doesn't come back again. If it is, you will probably see another video, but otherwise that should be it. I guess that's the price you pay for having a wider than OEM exhaust.